The sexual assault allegations against Shannon Sharpe are total bullshit. There's no other way to say it. And this woman, she needs to be arrested for prostitution, falsifying a police report, and a host of other charges. Stuff like this needs to stop. These women need to be held accountable for false accusations like this. Let's jump into the article by TMZ. You're going to love these text messages that this woman sent to Shannon Sharpe. This is a total shakedown and complete BS. And let's jump in. Shannon Sharpe denies sexual assault allegations, calls lawsuit a shakedown, which it is. Shannon Sharpe is firing back at his sexual assault accuser, calling BS on her allegations. While sharing some graphic messages, he claims she sent that back his side of the story. Sharpe's attorney, Lonnie J. Davis, released a denial of the Hall of Famer's behalf. Sharpe's attorney, Lonnie J. Davis, released the denial on the Hall of Famer's behalf on Monday afternoon, just hours after Jane Doe said in a lawsuit the ex-football player sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions in late 2024 and early 2025. Davis stated the suit, which was filed by famed lawyer Tony Buzbee. Tony Buzbee needs to be arrested by the FBI for shakedowns. He needs to be disbarred. This is his blueprint. What he does is he lets one woman make a false accusation and files charges, and he's just hoping that, I mean, think about it this way. You know how many sexual partners Shannon Sharpe's probably had in the last 3 years? Probably 100. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. He's famous, he's rich, he's in shape. We all know how it goes. So now any woman that's looking for a free payday will jump on board when she sees this and say, oh, he did that to me too. Meanwhile, it's complete bullshit. And that's why these laws need to change. And when they find out that these women are lying, they need to go to prison. Davis stated the suit, which was filed by famed lawyer Tony Buzbee, was nothing more than a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. He added the woman's claim is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations. This is one text message. I know you missed this big juicy $25,000 for each cheek. Read on 1/1. So in January 1st of 2025, she sent this. She needs to be arrested for prostitution, falsifying police reports, and a whole bunch of other charges. She needs to go to jail. Davis attached dozens of messages to his statement that he says were sent by Sharpe's accuser to the former Denver Broncos tight end. Davis claims one text read, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a... I'm not going to... She wants to be pregnant by Shannon. This was September 11th, 2024. Yeah, sounds like a real sexual assault victim to me. Get the F out of here. I'm so tired of this garbage. According to Davis, another text says, I know you missed this big, juicy, you know what, $25,000 for each cheek. These messages are just a sampling of the broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by the plaintiff. Davis said, the evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by the plaintiff. This is the message. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me while you're you know what. That was on 10/9/2023. Doe wrote in her lawsuit she met Sharpe at a Los Angeles area gym in 2023 and began a consensual relationship with him shortly after. She stated that he was controlling and verbally abusive throughout their time together, and after she said she wanted to end things following his now infamous Instagram live streaming incident. She claims he you know whated her. In addition to issuing the patent denial of wrongdoing, Sharpe's attorney stated that prior to filing her lawsuit, Doe also secretly recorded Sharpe, edited the video, and is now using it in an attempt to shake him down for money. It's disgusting, man. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion and misconduct, especially the gross lie of sexual assault, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. Davis said he stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false accusations vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. Doe is suing for of course she is, over $50 million. Okay. Buzbee, meanwhile, states at night he's looking forward to pressing the case in court. He's a scumbag. Buzbee is the type of lawyer, I can't say because, he'll just end up in a trunk somewhere sooner or later doing this to people, doing this to innocent people. And, Harvey Weinstein, the same thing happened to Harvey Weinstein. The person that he's in prison for, if you look up the case, because I was looking at this earlier before, the person that he's in prison for allegedly whatever, they had a consensual relationship for years. She pulled the same type of nonsense, and he's in prison. He's not in prison for any other female. So at any given time, a person that you're in a consensual relationship with, if you break up with them, let's say you were into role play or whatever, like that man's doing hard time, super high security in the prison with murderers and everybody else off of consent. It's not like he saw a woman in the street and forced himself on her. So they were together for years, and he's sitting in prison right now. And you know why he's sitting in prison? Because of the Me Too movement. You look at Harvey Weinstein, and you see him, and he's not attractive, and he's heavy. He's in a position of power. And the media convicted Harvey Weinstein of that crime because of the way he looks, his power, etc., etc. Meanwhile, he's with Clintons and Obamas at dinner and everywhere else. And here's another problem I have. Oh, Harvey Weinstein uses his position of power to get laid. That's all you'll ever hear. Really? So what? Are we going to arrest every man in America? Are cops going to go to every bar on a Friday night when men are sitting at the bar telling a woman, hey, I'm an attorney. Let's go back to the hotel. I make this much money. Let's go back to the hotel. Is that going to be considered? Well, in 2025, you can't even hit on a girl anymore because that's considered sexual assault, because that's what Democrats and liberals have brought it to. The only thing that I'll say negative, first of all, Shannon Sharpe is not guilty at all. This is total bullshit. Let me make that clear. But Shannon has to be smarter than this, just like Conor McGregor, and the same. If you're as famous as Shannon and making the money that Shannon, this is why famous people usually only date other famous people or only have sexual relationships with other famous people, because for the most part, they're never going to deal with this. So Shannon has to be smarter. He can't be going to the gym and just having random sex with 20-year-old randos, because this is what it gets him. It's ridiculous. Shannon, I don't think he's guilty at all. Let me make it clear. But he opened himself up to this. He has to be smarter than this. Shannon, let me give you some great advice. Just beat it, beat it, beat it. You get it, right? Beat it. That's it. It's not worth it. Or get a girlfriend that's just as famous and successful as you, and you wouldn't be going through this problem right now. Now, I'm not blaming Shannon at all. Let me make myself clear. This woman needs to be in jail for filing a false police report, for prostitution, and a host of other charges. And I hope she gets prosecuted and sent to prison.